I could lose it all. But wouldn't that be a blessing? And I'm not talking about money, fame, or fortune. I'm talking about weight, pain, grunts and groans, the ability to not have brain fog. I could lose all of that if I just take care of myself. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. Even when I was a kid, I was on the chunky side.
Chunky monkey.
By the time I got to junior high, I went into a starvation mode, and I did lose weight and stayed pretty skinny clear through high school. When I got into college, I gained the freshman 15, which was more like 20 or 30.
It's the freshman 15, not the senior 20.
And then I got married, and the weight just kept coming on. I've tried many diets throughout my life. I've done Weight Watchers. I've done calorie counting. I've done low fat. You name it, I've tried it. I can remember back early as a nurse, I started in the Weight Watchers program at my hospital. I had a friend that also joined me, and looking back now, I realized that maybe she only joined as support for me because she really didn't have that much weight to lose. She probably could have very well done it on her own. I did so well in Weight Watchers that I ended up to be a lifetime member. Yay! But what did that mean? Not a whole lot. I went back to eating poorly, and sure enough, the weight came back. So, when you're a lifetime member, if you don't know, you go back to meetings, you have to start paying again. And I did.
Show me the money!
I had moved to a different state at that time, started another Weight Watcher program, and they had changed up some of the criteria. I tried that. It didn't work nearly as well for me. Was it the program? Who knows? Was it me? Maybe so. Was it my age? Probably. Either way, I wasn't able to get the weight back off like I did the first time. Being quite a bit older at that time, it just seemed like it was more of a hassle and a struggle. Fast forward a little bit, in 2019, I started following the keto lifestyle. I cut down my carbs to less than 20 net carbs per day and did very well. During 2019, I lost 75 pounds, and by the first of 2020, I was feeling pretty good about myself.
Woo!
Did I have more weight I probably could lose? Almost definitely. I had shrunk 75 pounds and many sizes, so I was good with it. And we know what happened in 2020. Well, the big C came and things got locked down and people were stuck in their houses. I was working remotely and the diet went out the window. And that's what I thought of it at the time, was a diet. I called it a lifestyle, but I really thought of it as a diet. In 2020, the stress of work and everything happening with the world got to me, and I started eating whatever I wanted.
Eating everything in sight.
By the time we got out of lockup, I was hitting every restaurant I could and enjoying everything that was presented to me. Unfortunately, that caused me to start gaining weight again. Duh. And once I started gaining that weight, it just kept coming and coming and coming. It wasn't like I didn't know what was causing it. My sugar addiction got the best of me, and the monkey was back on my back. I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. It wasn't very long before all the weight that I had lost in 2019 had come back. Now, the blessing of that is, at least that's all I gained. There are so many horror stories out there of people who put back on weight they've lost and then some. Well, at least I didn't do the and then some, but still, I felt pretty bad because I had actually gained back all the weight I'd lost, and all that momentum I had was gone. It took me a few more years to figure out that the size I was and the shape I was in was not going to work. So last year in 23, July 1st, I decided I was going to try to do keto again, which I have been doing. And I've also decided that this is a lifestyle, something that I'm not ever going to be able to give up. My body just can't tolerate it. But what really pushed me in 2023 was the fact that I hurt so bad everywhere. My joints hurt, I was overweight, and I just didn't feel good. I have a knee that I had surgery on back when I was about 30, and the pain in that knee was so bad it was even hard for me to walk around. I thought when the time came, I was probably up for surgery again, maybe even a knee replacement. Not something I was looking forward to. Anyway, on July 1st, I decided to start cutting my carbs. The first little bit of weight came off really easy, and it's been a battle ever since. I feel like it's gone a lot slower this time, and the only thing I can contribute it to is that I'm a little older now, and that my hormones are impacting the weight that I'm losing. I'm okay with that. I've lost some weight. I'm down 50 pounds from where I was when I started, But the biggest benefit is that I no longer have joint pain. Yes, you heard me right. No more joint pain. I lost it. It's gone. My knee that was swelling and was keeping me from doing pretty much anything that involved physical activity of walking is gone. Within a short period of time, that swelling and knee pain went away. That alone was enough to impress me that this is the way I must live forever. So I've been doing that, like I said, since July of last year, and we're now into August. And even though it's been over a year and I've only lost 50 pounds, I'm very pleased with where I'm at and what I'm doing. So what are the major things I'm doing to try to lose some of this weight and feel better? Number one, I've cut my carbs. Number two, I'm trying to get out and be a little more active, although there are days that I'm not nearly as active as others. I'm also practicing some intermittent fasting. I recently did a 64-hour fast, and you can find the video for that on my channel. It explains to you a little bit about what I did and my results for ketones and blood sugar. I will say I was quite impressed. Over the time of the morning I started the fast till the day after I finished the fast, I was down 6 pounds in all. As of this morning, which is the day after I stopped the fast, I'm still 6 pounds down. So it's not like I started eating and gained it all back. My plan for the future is to try to intermittent fast a little more regularly, maybe not 64 hours, but at least try to get some time in where I'm fasting a little more frequently than once in a while. Will I do it every week? Maybe, maybe not, but I at least want to try to do it a couple times a month. I'm starting this channel to help pass along the knowledge that I've gained over the time that I've been doing this. I'm continuing to read and learn as much as I can to get myself healthier and healthier by the day. I want to try to share this information that may be a motivation to you, but also help to keep me on track. I've also created a getting started checklist. I thought it might be helpful for people to understand where I came from and the things that I did that helped me to get started on cleaning out my cabinets and getting myself prepared to do a very different dietary lifestyle. You'll find the link to that checklist in the description below. If you like this kind of content, I would appreciate if you would subscribe and like this video to get it out to more people. And also keep track of my journey as I continue to share the things that I'm able to accomplish, the weight I'm able to lose, and the health I'm able to gain. I'll continue to post videos and let you know how it's going. So remember, stay motivated, stay committed, and embrace your power to healthy. I'll see you next time.